to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before. That draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Locks throw into the hands of Fan.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Watching my live.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 30 yards. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Corral takes a shotgun snap.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
We will get another look at Seattle's offense. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Block now to throw. Flush to his right. This is the tight end fan. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a
touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey,
54 yards.
And the Panthers extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Yeah, I'm going to upgrade it to all Madden this next game.
I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming
I'm just Paxton my foes. I'm just having fun.
They were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Block now on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw it is Locke.
Over the middle, he finds Eskridge.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Locke. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Well, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Forced out to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Fielded just inside the 30. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. This offense on third down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This is McCaffrey on the give. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Corral. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Matt Corral taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers continue to pour it on here in the 4th. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. It was finished off by Matt Corral, who took it in himself. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 36, Locke. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They look to throw. It's Locke. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, it's an old chestnut, but let's face it, offensively, they've got to have some pride here because this has been a worst-case scenario all game for them. Keep putting in the effort. Keep trying to keep your quarterback upright and get through the end of this one as quickly as possible.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out of this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll find Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Locke. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
It's caught. Lockett. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now Locke again. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. Kamal Martin in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Well, CD, we are witnessing something that I never thought that I would witness. I would imagine you never thought this too. I mean, we have a team taking the field in an NFL game, and they are up by triple digits. I mean, 50 is a lot, but to get to over 100, this is just crazy.
We've seen in the history of the game of basketball a few people score 100 points individually, men and women. But we've never seen this before in NFL history. We've only seen 2 teams combine for 100 points in a game 5 times in league history. One of the greatest games ever played, well, by one of the teams anyway.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Corral with it. 1st down here.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. another throw coming. Being chased out left. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's got this down to the 35.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. Boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
First down throw here for Corral. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On second down, here's a run with Hubbard.
Nice little juke. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only a yard of the completion. It's second and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
I was getting pressured there, so I started running.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A 10-play drive that time.
It was finished off by Matt Corral, who took it in himself.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down is Locke. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Locke going to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Play action here, Corral.
He's going to look deep for more. And a penalty flag comes in as as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Off play action. Here's Corral. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, not only the blowout in this one, but they break the Washington football team's record for most points in a game, which was set all the way back in 1966. Just an incredible performance.
Brandon, we never go into a game expecting to see a record broken that had lasted for over half a century. But I'm going to give you a quick backstory. That previous record, the Washington team, their star on the team had been traded from the team that they were playing that day. And he was still upset about it, mad at the coach. And late in the game, he told his own team, let's kick a field goal late and add some points to it, just because he was still angry for being traded.
So for the Panthers, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.
Yeah, had no problem.
Who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6-4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
With the business, West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. The hit them either close range or at a distance. If God's for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G, flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish robe with matching gold veins. Mama jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in the dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got only your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the rich.
East Coast, the 6-4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
With the business, West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in the trenches. It's no different. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock a lie, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You nonsense. Got the same way you.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see DJ Moore. Always staying busy. He's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Panthers and the Steelers. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers on to get us started now. The kicker, Chris Boswell, and off we go from Uptown Charlotte.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive.
They're led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Baker going to throw this right away.
And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe. Here come the Steelers for the first time in this game with their free agent signing at quarterback, the former #2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, he certainly had his ups and downs since being the 2nd overall selection back in 2017. But when he's on, Mitchell Trubisky shows all the attributes you're looking for in a quarterback. Big arm, excellent legs for mobility. His key, being consistent.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense is something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. For a lot of people, MVP award means the quarterback award usually. But over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expect to continue that in this game, too.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Play fake, Mayfield.
That would complete downfield to Thomas.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg.
That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
From the red zone now, Mayfield.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the ground, McCaffrey. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. For a 1st down screen pass, good for 5. On 2nd down, this is Harris.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe up to 41.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Hilton's first catch, good for a 1st down. Now it's Trubisky. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury. I'm having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
The Panthers at 11-2 now. Pretty good roll here. What is it, 3 straight?
And I thought they played well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in by Marshall. And he's taken down with a slip across the 35. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. Comfortably up over 100 yards with cruising past that number and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game tonight. We cannot let him do that to us.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll go as a pickup of 42 on the catch and run. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the down. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early.
Ah, threw the interception. That's some bullshit. Get the fuck down.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Now it's Trubisky. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender. As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Mayfield throw complete there to Thomas. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's McCaffrey, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 and the 6.
Here we go now on first and goal.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey,
a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers use the only turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded it. Now a run with McCaffrey.
41 yards now on the ground and just 7 carries.
Another good run in for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special work.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Panthers have taken a 13-0 first quarter.
That's how we do it.
Okay, so he takes the lead. How fast does he fall?
He ends up going 614 miles an hour.
Sorry, he's falling 614 miles an hour.
It's like he almost broke the sound barrier doing it. Falling. You know, he's not in an airplane or a spaceship. He's just out there flying.
Joe has no sense of his insane speed. Falling in a virtual vacuum, there's no flutter to the fabric of his pressure suit. His free fall seems endless. 2 minutes pass. then 3, then 4. After 4 minutes and 36 seconds, slowed at last by friction from the increasingly heavier air, Joe's 28-foot main parachute deploys at 14,000 feet. And history's highest and fastest freefall is in the books. His swollen hand soon returns to normal size, and he regains its full use. His jump proves that pilots and astronauts can eject without injury at high altitudes, and advances the development of safety equipment that will save countless lives. Kittinger's record leap will stand unchallenged until 2012, when, at the age of 84, he helps to break it. At New Mexico's Roswell Airport, he acts as a mission consultant for an Austrian skydiver named Felix Baumgartner. Baumgartner begins parachute jumping in his teens before honing his skills in the Austrian military. Eventually, he adds base jumping to his repertoire, setting several world records along the way. To say Baumgartner
Already 14-0, my guy.
is an understatement.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's got room. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Holding offense.
James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they're spotted right in midfield at the 50. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run straight ahead with Snell. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Mitchell Trubisky, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was all capped off by Mitchell Trubisky's touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective.
Damn it, I thought he had that shit.
We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield now. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new 7 downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator. You see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
First down, Mayfield. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Highsmith able to record his 5th sack of the season. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They hand this off to Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They go play action with Trubisky. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
Okay, listen, I'm going to try to put Matt Corral in here a little bit. He's at 76 over.
20 before he's brought down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
A give to Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Trubisky will throw. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's capped off by the T.Y. Hilton touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we've got some intriguing matchups in prime time tonight. Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Corral.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they were...
And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a lot. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40.
Mine, bitch.
20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line.
Disrespect, bro.
Boy, at this point, I don't know what's going on down there. You got guys running one way on the pick 6 now, running the other way to return the blocked extra point.
It's almost like that guy went this way, but the other guy went that way. And guess what? Both of them scored points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Levi Wallace with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And the catch made by Hilton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. From the 6. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Matt Corral in the offense set to go once more. And he's been in a real rut of late. And when you think about it, 4 picks last week. He's got another couple here in this first half. They'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
59 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And we run down at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I'm fucking tired out, you defense bitches.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
I give a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that 1st quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the 2nd quarter. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Throwing here, Trubisky.
Mine.
3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jackson picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go and have all his points, let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
Corral's throw complete there to Moore.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That was good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Back to throw, Corral.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Now Corral. And it's caught. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it at the line of scrimmage.
And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Fourth down. Here's Corral.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
A touchdown there from a yard out. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Make another interception here, make a pick 6 or something. So make sure they don't come back.
Now they head back onto the field.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice shot there, keeping the toes inbounds.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge is successful.
On third down, Trubisky. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And how about the Bears? They're up right now to this point. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And he'll Dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On the move to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Fourth down. Here's Corral.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They will have a great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. Boswell's kick is good. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans, and that one finds the Falcons out in front. Marcus Mariota has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we're off to check out another game. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. Carson Wentz has thrown a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. The Bears trying to hold on and claim victory. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Steelers. And they were able to have some success throwing the football against the secondary. Look for that to continue as they try to break this deadlock. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. And the first half was not kind to him, and he knows that. 3 interceptions, but still tied, so kind of a clean slate.
I'd say it's a reprieve because ordinarily you throw 3 interceptions, your team should be behind. So he has to be thinking to himself, okay, I'm off the hook for that one. I have to play better for my team here in the second half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Trubisky. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Here's Trubisky. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. This is Harris. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at about the 32. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down. Here's Corral with it. And pass complete to Moore.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again.
And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
McCaffrey will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Take it in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. This is caught by Hilton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Here's Trubisky to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns, he's the one that drops in this go-around. That pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a bat, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now Corral on 3rd and 2.
And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second.
Come on, DJ Moore. DJ Moore, wide open.
Corral looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On the play fake, Corral.
Thomas brings it in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
I'm not letting him come back.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble.
Touchdown Panthers!
Tommy Trimble.
25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Trying my hardest to win.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
And we take some time to spotlight T.Y. Hilton now. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. From the 27, Trubisky. He gets this one to Johnson.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 44 yards.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down.
Open man, that's the tight end fire move.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Trubisky. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line. What do you think of the principle? Keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion. Force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Rolling to his left.
And that is caught downfield by Thomas.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Corral going to bootleg it.
He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Corral sets up play action.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Another try after the first down sack.
Corral. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
See if I can get DJ Moore. I can't connect with DJ Moore on this.
Now they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steelers ready for their next possession.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
Down, Vic, down.
That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To try again after the sack. Trubisky steps away. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Taking it about the 16. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. Inside the 20. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery.
I was down.
Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps, a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Boswell good with the extra point, and this is back to an 8-point game.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. And they'll be inside the 35 now to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And Corral will throw it. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Buying time to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's Trubisky. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. 7 yards there and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Nah, this is all pro, my guy.
Second and 11 now. Trubisky, he's got it to Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run with Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Trubisky. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
Right back to him on 1st down. And it pushes way forward to about the 42. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. That pass complete to Moore.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Corral to Moore there, good for a Carolina first.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, Expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing here, Corral. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. On first down, it's Corral. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Took that momentum right out of their fucking mouth.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now Trubisky on first down, setting up the screen, Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Trubisky. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Trubisky's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. It's brought in by Harris. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. To throw again on second down. Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Duke Dawson picks it. 30. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So they obviously decline that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They'll start on the ground with Harris. Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Trubisky to throw. Fighting Hilton on the slant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Talk about two sides of the ball, cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now back to throw. Johnson's got it complete. They like going to him in the slot. Catches it early.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
How does that be a one-sided affair? Get out of here. They have 43 points.
Trubisky to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Harris.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky
throws the out route, and he finds Hilton. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Harris. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky
finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. He gets this one to Johnson.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a champ.
Oh, what a juke into space. The 30. 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to. And now here's another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. That's pretty rare that you see a ball game decided by this wide of a margin. And now it gets, Charles, even wider after that pick six. They've done everything right on that sideline.
I think we can safely say that not only is a scoreboard, right, the gap big there, now everyone's just looking for stat pattern, right? Do I get a chance to make a big play? Can I get a takeaway? Can I go ahead and put the ball in the end zone? That's what these guys are all talking to each other about now. It'll lead this big.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you can go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time is run out on this ball game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance it was for the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. We go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Carolina, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next.
It's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. It's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, and go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, gang, gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me. That's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become a daddy.
So I'm a second seed. Dallas is still in the first seed division, first round bye.
Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life
They're still 3-11.
wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
What do you mean? I just put it on pro. I almost lost.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his 2nd season as a Lion.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13.
This one might be hard.
Opening play for this offense. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Once again, it's Swift. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Goff a handoff.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Panthers have recovered.
Well, remember, he had a fumble earlier in this 1st quarter that they were able to retain, but this time, not as fortunate.
No, not at all. You and I know that the coach right now on the sideline, that's what he's saying to him. Look, I get a fumble every now and then, but 2 in the 1st quarter, that can't happen anymore. We've got to have strict ball security from here on out.
1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set
at the 34.
Corral with it, 1st down here. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucks and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's punted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Meanwhile, Corral's throw pulled in by Marshall.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Try one more running play and then try to...
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. On the play fake, Corral. And he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. 3rd and goal. Here's Corral. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Corral throwing for it on fourth. Touchdown! Ian Thomas, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates.
And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
From the 30 on second down, Goff.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after him early.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play there for Detroit. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Goff now looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now it's gone. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play the game within the game. You know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jason Kabinda, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And oh, it's blocked. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things. But winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
First down throw here for Corral.
To Thomas on the left side. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw again on second down. Corral. It's going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Corral looking for another pass here.
Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That third down conversion good for 23.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Panthers at 12-2 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Dancing to his left. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson.
Goff finding Hockenson there for the Lion first.
Now Goff. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup, leaves him with 31.
Cover the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Big Derek Brown making the stop. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
To throw on second down is gone.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And on 4th and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Goff. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. Man, those numbers from last week. What do you call a game like that? Monumental? A career game?
Yeah, every one of those adjectives you can pull out. Monumental, mammoth, massive. But you also know that he wants another one just like it in this game. He doesn't plan on slowing down.
Man, if he duplicates that, that would be history.
Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by a V2 Melifonwu.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third and long. Corral forced out to his left. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Corral. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On third down, Corral. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 27, Corral. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Corral now to throw. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. McCaffrey running up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way in for the Panthers score. Christian McCaffrey, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Throwing on 1st down, and this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing again is gone. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal. Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
87 yards rushing for him as he's carried it 13 times.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square. And then you brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Corral. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Another run, this time McCaffrey.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Here's Corral. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That pass complete to Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Goff now to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Fielded at the 20.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And that will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set
at their 35-yard line.
On 1st down, Corral.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. To throw is gone. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Goff.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now Goff.
throws and intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Oh, good move. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 101 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a 1st down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going, and wound up turning it into a big play.
Corral with it, 1st down here. Flush to his right. Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Gone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. On 2nd and 9. Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
They'll stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you can hit the jackpot there.
Switching it up, Corral going to throw here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Corral, another throw on second down. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Corral looking to throw.
To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going well for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
This pass complete to Higgins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First down, here's Corral with it.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, here's Corral.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Again, McCaffrey. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
They'll look to run with Hubbard.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal.
Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
This will be fielded inside the 5.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
On first down, it's gone. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now gone. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Corral to throw, 1st and 10.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
He's got a man, complete. It's a gain of 35. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Play action here, Corral. And that is caught downfield by Thomas.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports